Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever in the world you are. You are tuned in to another edition of Classic Tetris Monthly Dash Masters for March 2025. I am your old pal, Van Dweller, and what we've got for you today is the Green Bracket Top 16. There it is. Wow, it's so green. Look at that wavy lines behind it. That looks so cool. That is last month. That is not the correct month. That is totally last month. Why is that look like that? I don't know why. Hold on. There it is. Hold on. We're there. We got it. Awesome. Anyway, we've got Elias versus Avgeek, number 2 versus and number 18. And number 7 versus number 23, Scamper versus Bendy. The winner of those two matches will face off in the top 8 to see who goes to the top 4 from the green bracket. Let's just take a look at our top 16 situation. We have results in all, I guess 8 of our undecided spots. Well, except for one. And that one, I don't know what's happening with that one, to be honest. We got scheduling issues. Trying to get it done, but you know, all we got to do is find 1 hour where 2 people can overlap. That's all we got to find. Just 1 hour in, you know, but it's hard to do. It's hard to do. Oh, whoop, that is not the right thing. That is the right thing. So anyway, we're making the progress we can make, and that involves doing the top 16 here on March 16th. What, green bracket on St. Patrick's Day? What the heck? Crazy. Okay. So that is what we're doing. We're doing green top 16. This is where it came from. This is how we got here. Avgeek got through Knight and Wallband. Bendy got through Rorschach and Meme. So, you know, we had some real potential crazy matchups, and we still have crazy matchup. Elias versus Avgeek should not be a 2 through 18. Scamper versus Bendy should not be, you know, 7 versus 23. Like, so I don't know. I'm looking forward to these. Just to take a look at our schedule. We already did, let's see, that Tugi. That is not, this is old schedule. That is not up to date. All right. So get rid of the top, however many brackets there. Where is that? Is that this? It's this. There we go. That's what we're doing. Elias, Avgeek Scamper, Bendy. Then tomorrow, going to be Fractal, Doogie, Dog, and Dangler. Thursday, Merker, Tommy, Chroma, and JDH. We've had a couple, I think we've had at least 1 or 2 more things added. So it looks like there's going to be a Wednesday stream of Masters. It's going to be Sidnev versus Meme and a solo stream. So that's going to be on Wednesday. Saturday, there's a Masters Grand. We're getting into this whole thing now where we're just doing solo matches. Not really sustainable. So players, I would ask, please, whatever you can do to try to get these so I can do these in bunches. Like doing 1 match at a time is just not sustainable. So I know everyone's got scheduling issues. Nobody wants to play when it's not ideal, of course. But if we're just going to have 62 separate streams, like that's not going to last. So do what you can, players. I would implore you. Okay. Anyway, that is sort of the schedule. Incomplete, just because a few things have been added recently. Anyway, let's take a look at our rules. The rules are, yes, this is a 32-player single elimination flat bracket tournament based on the 1989 version of Tetris released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System on NTSC consoles. Players can play on emulator or consoles as long as the game against computers and modified. Players can use any controller as long as no big buttons or turbo functions used, whether electronical, mechanical, or biological. No biological turbo. Try to do it all in one breath. Players should not receive any real-time advice and should not pause unless the commentator tells them. Level 18 starts all the way through DAS Masters. Same piece that's re-rolled in between each game of the match, and players do make sure your hertz and input displays are turned on. Remember, this is a DAS tournament, so heed the spirit of DAS. If you want to play other Tetris tournaments, that's fine. This is a DAS tournament, so you're playing DAS in this tournament. And it's Spirit of DAS, not the old school you know, oh, you can just tap within the limits of DAS the whole time, and that's DAS. Best of 5 throughout, and the winner gets absolutely something. That is a share in a prize pool, which currently stands at $169.69. That is it's pretty low right now. So anything you can do to help prop up this prize pool to get us a $1,200 incentive, that'll allow us to pay the top 8 in the tournament. Use the Matcherino command here on Twitch and YouTube. That'll bring up the links to our prize pool contribution thingers on Matcherino. The second one is the one for DAS Masters. Click on that. That'll open the tournament page up on the website of our partner, Matcherino, top right-hand corner to log in with your existing Twitch or YouTube account. Then there's a mustard-colored button that says Contribute. Click on that and then go from there. So anything you do, 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, 100 would be good. If you want to support the channel, you can do so at patreon.com/monthly Tetris. That allows you to pledge a recurring monthly amount or even annual amount. I think you can do it annually now. Get a little bit of a discount. Yes, that will allow you to pledge a monthly amount that allows us to have some regularity and predictability in our operations here. So thanks to those of you who are doing that so far. Sticker and double sticker club level members, community level members, and our Mega Masters contributors, Scott Gray, Jay in the window, K9 watching Tetris, Tacnerus, our Masters level supporters, Corporal 381, and Shall Be Satisfied. Our bracket sponsors, Troy Dan, Kim M, Rogue Potato, Cat Kit, Mick Monkey. Thank you all so much. There's a few other ways to support the channel. You know, you've got on the platform of YouTube and Twitch, you've got YouTube has super stickers, super chats, channel memberships. You can gift a channel membership. Over on YouTube, you've got bits, you've got subscriptions, you've got gift subscriptions, you got Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime gaming subscriptions. It's a lot of stuff. You can also head over to our merch store at ctm.wtf and to get some merch and to help us out. Your body needs to be covered to align with societal expectations of decency, and you can do it with Classic Tetris monthly stuff on those clothing. So consider doing that. We also got mugs and glasses, and we're gonna be adding other stuff and other designs. And thanks to those of you who have purchased merch this month. You can also gift merch to the Twitch chat, and it will trigger an automated giveaway, which has been fun, and thank you. Okay. Oh, that is not the right thing. Where's the right thing? It's gone. Is it gone? It's gone. Oh, no, here it is. Just to let you know about a few events coming up. Mexico Regional. It's CTWC affiliated. April 26th through the 27th in Mexico City. Head on down there, or up there, or over there, or whatever, or stay there if you're from there. CTWC Washington, that's our good friend Arbaro at the State Fairgrounds in Puyallup, March 28th through 30th, so that's just 2 weeks away. And the Midwest Regional Baird Center in Milwaukee, April 4th through 6th. And Lone Star Classic Tetris Monthly Lone Star Championship, Yeehaw Waka, July 25th in Austin, Texas. Classic Game Fest Palmer Event Center. Okay, those things are happening. I'm just going to pop open the scene and hope it is right. It is not right. Let me just quickly do the things real quick. I don't know why it's not right. There's Elias. Hopefully you would hope would be streaming. Kip Duran with the €5 super chat. Good God, does this guy ever stop talking? It's my whole job, bro. It's my entire job is to annoy you with talking. Let's see. Torja, where are you? Okay, Avgeek is up. Or at least that is up. Refresh that. We'll fix our cameras, our beautiful cameras. That's good as it is. And that's good. Not a good camera at all. Okay, now it's good. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Let's move it over. We'll be so happy. Fila. Delightful. All right, players, finish your warm-ups. I'm about to drop some pieces in the chat. My hip hurts and I'm cranky, says Kip. Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. I hear that. That says Elias versus Scamper. That's not right. All right, we're fixing it all up, my folks. All right, playing in Scamper's place today is going to be Avgeek. I'm just kidding. All right, where's my player's green? There it is. Is that it? No, that's meme. Avgeek. The style in Hawaiian. Okay, we are good. We're feeling good. All right. We'll do this, do a little bit of this, do a little bit of that. All right, pieces are coming. Sorry, folks. Pieces are 590359. 590359. Players, make sure your hertz and input displays are turned on. Elias with the 12.02 hertz tapping. Oh my goodness gracious. These tapping cheaters. Do we have any Hawaiian players? Yes. Wasn't Ian? Was Ian back in the day? Pokey Nerd? We also have someone from Guam if you just want random islands. You know, not Hawaiians. I mean, no, islands are random, but except that all islands are random. Okay, let's go ahead and check all islands are random, guys. 590359. Both players are ready. Yeah, I was trying to think of Pokey Nerd. All right, looks like both players are ready. Top 16, Elias versus Avgeek. Let's go ahead and get them counted down. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. On the left side, Elias, seed number 2 from Ecuador, with a DAS PB of 1.31 million. That is good for 8th on the overall PB leaderboard. Elias qualified in with an average of top 2 scores played in an hour of 1.105 million. Elias's board already a little bit high and covered, but getting it uncovered. And now, oh no, this is bad. And that is an early top out for Elias in game number 1. So Avgeek being gifted a game 1. Yeah, Guam. We have Big Pile Guam, of course. Best I can do is Guam. Yeah. Exactly. All right. Warm-up is done. Let's get these players some new pieces. We should just replay the seed. Oh, another all numerical seed. 542989. See, this is why. This is the problem. 542989. And the long-standing tradition of not allowing Vandy to get through the intros continues here in DAS Masters. 542989. 542989. Both players are ready. I think. All right, let's get them started. Game number 2 in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Hopefully we're not going to speed run this match. All right, both players starting off with the 5 below, the upside down L piece to set up an O-tuck. That gives you a very slightly, it's an advantage over the other alternative. Just you get a flatter board up against that left side wall. You get a good landing spot for other pieces. Flat is good. All right, both players on the board with Tetrises. So far, this is our highest scoring game of the match, which is good. Anyway, also thanks for the other super chat, Kip Duran. Appreciate that. It also has the advantage of looking much cooler. Yeah, for real. Anyway, all right, it is safe to continue with the intros. Anyway, as I said, Elias with that 1.3 million DAS PB. That is good for number 8 on the overall score rankings. Elias is ranked number 17 in the most recent DAS Premier poll. He's appeared in DAS Masters 4 previous times, looking for his first top 4 appearance. He's a former winner of Challengers Circuit way back in the day. And try to go on a run here. All right, Tetris or Elias, 168, 130 for Avgeek. And I'm not starting another intro with a covered well, that is for sure. Agent Musterman with the 500 bits. Thank you, Agent Musterman or Musterman or I don't know, or Musterman. I don't know how you say it, but I appreciate it. All right, Avgeek. Long bar goes down. There's a Tetris. And speaking of Avgeek, she qualified into the tournament, 18 seed, with a 1.017 average of top 2 games played in an hour. From the United States of America with a DAS PB of 1.26 million. That's good for 23rd on the overall PB list. Also ranked 15th on the DAS Premier poll. I think this is Avgeek's 4th or 5th DM appearance. The former Hopeful Circuit winner back in July 2020. I think it's 4th. Hopeful Circuit winner back in July 2024. Top 4 in the Lone Star DAS Championship back in 2022. We had a super chat here from Kip Duran for €2 asking, are those seeds per bracket or overall? Oh no, and another level 18 top out for Elias, and Avgeek is already ahead and goes up 2 games to nothing very quickly. Those seeds are the bracket. When I say it's the PB rank, that is the rank of their PB, and the DAS poll is the DAS poll. It's a bunch of polls. Also want to thank Dano222 with the super chat, $102.22 Canadian. Dano222, thank you so much for the Canadian dollars. That is amazing. New pieces, players, 10222. It's got to be at least 13 American dollars. Zella Zowie with the tier 1 sub, 20 months. Thank you very much. Oh, and those Agent Moosterman bits were all chunks of 100. So, again, thanks everybody for being so generous. Dano222 with the 102.22 Canadian. I think you're just trying to get me to say 2 as much as possible. The pieces are E8BE31. All right, pieces are... You always got to check out 8s and Bs. E8BE31. Pieces are good. Players are ready. Count is downing in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Kip Duran with the $2 super chat. My guy there just spent the entire Canadian budget. Oh, another 5 and below here. Avgeek. All right, well, at least I got through the intro, so that was very courteous of the players. Tetris Elias, 22,805. 5 push-down points. There's a Tetris Elias and one for Avgeek. All right, nice setup there of a double for AV Geek. She's amused. I'm amused. That looked very cool. Tetris Elias 116. Kip Duran says, I'm out of the loop. What does 5 and below mean? It is a $10 super chat. Thank you, Kip, for that. 5 and below is basically an adjustment where if you've got a J piece and you see a square in the next box, you put the J upside down to set up a square tuck into it. So it looks cool. It gives you a ever so slightly better formation than other alternatives, everything else being equal. And it's related to something dollar store long bar. I don't know. All these kids have all this adjustment placement lore that I don't know all of. But Five Below is basically a $5 store, right? Like it's an actual store, so it's named after that. 217 for AV Geek, 237 for Elias. Cox Danny J says, Vandy, I'm looking at t-shirts on the merch store. Do you know what t-shirt it is? Is it Gildan? No, I would not put a Gildan one in there unless somebody really wanted it. So these are Bella and Canvas. These are a little bit, these are softer. Gildan, I like, those can have merit if you want very, like most people, they're a little rough, right? So I'll put them in there if people want them, but I find that they're just very rough. Which can have it, you know, they're maybe thicker, but a lot of people don't like them. 284 AV Geek 333. Happy to do customer support here in Das Masters. What kind were the old merch shirts? I think, depending on where I went, there were Bella and Canvas as well. Now, Kingsman in chat here. Gildan are cheap but rough like hell. Yeah, Kingsman does all his stuff in like the worst possible, most uncomfortable shirts. Of course. We're gonna make them cheap. Doesn't matter what they feel like. People just gonna buy them. Dirty Tetris there for AV Geek. And a dirty triple 359. 427 for Elias. K9 watching Tetris in chat. Welcome. Kira Dev is here. Cox Danny J. Hopefully everybody is good in Stillwater. I had a friendly shirt, but I brought it to Goodwill. It was too rough. I did. I really did. It was not comfortable. This is the old one. These are the old ones. 10 euro super chat from Kipteron. 429 for AV Geek, 498 Elias. Kipteron says, guys, these are artisanal soft shirts made of smooth filmy materials that breathe really well and allow your air. All right, Kipteron. Don't make me get all the way through a super chat and make me read something like that. Come on now. I appreciate the super chat, but there's no way I'm finishing reading that. 522 Elias, 455 from AV Geek. It was the Hey Now shirt, Kingsman. It was. I think Kingsman shirts have gotten better now. I also had, I don't know if I still have this, but I used to have the old D-Lo shirt. It was like, I think it was a Kingsman shirt, but it was D-Lo. I used to have that one. 508 from AV Geek. 618 for Elias. Scott Gray. Oh, my word, Scott Gray with that $500 contribution into the prize pool. Scott Gray, thank you so much. I gotta be honest, I was starting to get worried about the prize pool support for this tournament. And I was like, oh, man, do we have to rethink this tournament? But Scott Gray, amazing. Thank you so very much. That is very, very generous. 624 for Elias. Tetris for Avgeek. We're on level 20. Elias ahead by about 50, 60,000 points. No, actually, wait a minute. Well, it depends. All right, now the lines are tied. So yeah, it's about a 70,000 point lead for Elias. Scott, that's amazing. All right, we are now officially more than halfway to our target, folks. A lot of the heavy lifting has been done by the generosity of Scott Gray. Now it's your turn. Chip us in there. 5, 10, 30, 22, whatever you got. Whatever you can chip in to support Das. $6.99 for Avgeek. $7.15 for Elias. And there's a Tetris Avgeek. $7.30. I'm gonna have to pre-read all these Kip Duran super chats now, if they even persist. But I got it now. I gotta read them all in advance. See what you've done, Kip. Danny, they have multiple places that they ship from. So just check. Like put it in the cart and see what the options are. It might be cheaper than you think. 756 Avgeek trying to bring this down. This is going to be tough. All right, that right side. Avgeek back by about 90,000 points. And just, that's going to be a top out for Avgeek in game number 3. Elias takes game number 3. If you want to mullen it out, Elias, that's fine. You are ahead in this game. You've won a game in the match. All right, Elias is like, no, intentional top out. Let's go. Love it. I love it. You're so bad at 18, need to train more. That's it. Just play more Tetris. PMT. All right. New pieces for the players. B3322F. B3322F. But anyway, Cox, Danny J. Just go through the checkout and see what the shipping is. So you might be surprised. Like they have I think they have multiple places they print and ship from around the world. B3322F. Like, where are you? Are you in I think you're in Asia right now, right? Taiwan. They might you just check and see what it is. B3322F. Both players ready. Game number 4. Elias needs to win this one to force a deciding game 5. Avgeek looking to wrap it up right now with 3, 2, 1 Tetris. That's not bad. It's not a big difference. But either way. All right, Elias with the 35 push down points. Avgeek getting set up with that upside down L piece waiting on the bar. There is the Tetris. Oh, import fees? Oh boy. Yeah. Kip Duran with the super chat. 10 euros. Vandy hates NPR. Oh, I don't hate NPR. Oh my goodness. But thanks, Kip, for the 10 euro super chat. And Dano222 has gifted 20 memberships to the YouTube channel. That is crazy. Tetris for Elias 126, 121 for Avgeek. Really appreciate that, Dano. That is amazing. I really appreciate that. That is absolutely wild. 20 memberships over on YouTube. 172 for Elias, 128 for Avgeek. Tetris Avgeek 153. There's one for Elias. Dano222 was gifted a membership by Dano222. That is weird. So you gifted yourself a membership. Good job. Good job, buddy. 189 from Avgeek, 246 for Elias. Oh, Avgeek got a miss with that long bar. And now a little bit of a dire situation. Man, she was kind of dependent on that long bar there. Finally can get one over to that left side now. But that was tough. All right, not out of the woods yet, though. Still use a long bar over to that left side. Galizer says, I'm really happy to see these DAS events. Thank you, Galizer. Me too. All right, Avgeek bringing this down brick by brick, line by line. And now can start to reestablish. Tetris well starts scoring again. It's back by about 77,000 something. Yeah, just about 70,000 now. Tetris Elias 371. 239 Avgeek. This is now about 131,000 point lead for Elias through 90 something lines. Okay, the lines are tied now, so now it's like 130. Galizer said, is this the only video game where different techniques for playing have separate tournaments? I don't think so. There's got to be other games like that. I don't know. I could be wrong. I mean, swimming has different techniques. It's not a video game, but there's got to be others like that. Dano222 with the 50 Canadian dollar super chat says, giant pear character waving flags and turning around, making the buildings in front of him tremble. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? All right, RNG is not the player's friends right now. There's a Tetris Elias 491, 345 for Avgeek. About 150,000 point lead for Elias right now. Avgeek just going to fill in the middle of this board. Not going to mess around, do anything crazy. And wants to find something to tuck down there. I think trying to avoid the L spin. Finally forced to take it and missed it. So Avgeek is in. Oh, there's a nice tuck there for Avgeek 384 into 19, 546 for Elias. Avgeek now on level 20. It's a super sticker, Vandy, you noob. Oh. So that was a sticker from Dano. But in my chat aggregator, it doesn't show that it's a sticker. It just describes the sticker like in an accessible way, and I didn't know that. Nice adjust for Avgeek to get Tetris ready there now. He's waiting on that bar. And starting to spire, starting to kind of... Oh, no, this is going to be really tough for Avgeek. It's a T to the left. The bar goes in, and oh, no, that's going to be a top out for Avgeek at 428, and Elias is good in game number 4. Game number 4 it goes up. Well, it doesn't go up. Why am I having so much trouble today? I don't know what it is. I'm having some trouble. Anyway... I'm very distracted. Oh my God, super chats and merch customer service and oh my word, all this other stuff. All right, anyway, Elias gonna tie it up. I'm gonna go ahead and run a quick ad on our live channels. Thanks, Kiptaron, for the €2 super chat saying it's a super sticker. Oh, I do see the... You know, it's just as it said. It says it's exactly that. Giant parrot character waving flags and turning around, making the buildings in front of him tremble. That's exactly what it is. So good job there, Dano222. Catkit91 with the $20 super chat. That's a sticker, and it says, "Pear character dancing under a rain of confetti, taking his hat off to say you are amazing." And that is what it is. That is what it is. Thank you so much, CatKid91. Yeah, in my thing, that's what it says. Because it can't show them. Dano222 with a super sticker that says, "Pear character riding a firework rocket disappearing away before bursting in the sky." And that is a very apt description. That is what it is. Thank you, Dano, Catkit, Kip Duran. Y'all are crazy. All right, we're going to drop these players in pieces. Pieces are going to be 1B60BD. Players, you can take a warm up if you need to. You've got, we got time. No need to rush. 1B60BD. If you need to warm up a little, that's cool. Put our D on the screen. Maybe different tournaments that use different inputs. Kipter on €10 super chat. This is not a sticker. Vandy's vivacious voice vividly vanquishes vulgar vowels, venturing valiantly through a vortex of vibrant verbiage. Now, you should have used the word via instead of the word through, Kipter. Just saying. Via. So, kind of a fail, Kip. Thank you for the €10 super chat, Kip. Appreciate that. All right, looks like both players are ready. Let's just check them out in seeds here. Let's see, 1B60BD, 160. Okay, there it is. All right, it's a decider all of a sudden. Let's go ahead and count them down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Kip Duran with €2 super chat says, "Screw you, Vandy." Sorry. All right, Avgeek setting up kind of a little 5 and below there. 7 columns 7 and 8 at 9, I guess, and gets it. That took you 5 minutes to write. 5 minutes to write, 2 seconds to critique. So it is decider time. Elias and Avgeek. I have no previous matchups for these players, whether ELO or otherwise. So I think this is a first-time matchup between these two. All right, Elias running into some early trouble here. Smart little double. Cat Kit 91 with the sticker that says a purple cat. And wouldn't you know it, it's a purple cat. Thanks, Cat Kit 91. All right, 87,000 for Elias, 163 for Avgeek. So Elias gonna survive his kind of early scare there. I think I have to close my YouTube. Well, maybe I don't. Hold on. Okay, this should help a little. Whenever I have there's a those of you who stream on Twitch, you know how there's you have a live dashboard with all your chat and everything else. The equivalent on YouTube is like super browser resource intensive. And so when I keep it open, it slows down my entire computer, but I'm just going to pop out the chat here. $233 for Avgeek. Lots of action on YouTube. We may need to leave Twitch. Well, who knows what we'll need to do. Yeah, somebody asked in chat, has Harry participated in any of these events? So yeah, no. And we haven't had a lot of the legacy, maybe you shouldn't call them legacy people. Let's say the veterans era players. Oh, nice adjustment there for Avgeek. That square on the left side, but kind of an accidental overhang of that square is going to require some down stacking here. The legends era. But yeah, I don't know. I thought we were going to maybe see a handful of those players maybe like learn how to stream and come back. I mean, we really haven't, though. Yeah, Josh Tolles. Josh is the only one. He played in some of the lower tiers Taskmaster when we had it. 259 for Elias. There's a Tetris. 376 for Avgeek. So Avgeek with about an 84,000 point lead. Now more after a Tetris. Jeff tried to qual. That's true. Mr. Brain with the $2 super chat says, a man, a plan, a canal, America. Yeah, we're totally ruining palindromes. If you're renaming canals and ruining palindromes, I don't know, man. I don't know if I can get behind that. 445 for Avgeek. Kip Duran says, maybe, YouTube thing is slow for a trash PC. For a trash Mac, but not my epic PC. We'll see. If you count Matt as a legend, he's made it. Yeah, I don't count Matt as legend era because he started in 2019. So just because he's like a old, just because he's in his 30s does not mean he's legends era, right? $494 Avgeek. There's a Tetris. 403 for Elias. Kipter on €2 super chat says, I'll get Harry to do Mega Masters, and then asks with another super chat, is there a DAS Mega Masters? Not yet, but there will be. Yeah, let's count Scotto Bozo, right? Legends era. Well, yeah, Sharky started in 2019 as well. So is Sharky Legends era? Broden Damp, another one. Buko spin for Avgeek. Did the variant called the coward spin, which is real. Oh, and a line spin too. So Avgeek just spinning and a winning on the right side of that board. Now, yeah, that is the variant called the coward spin, where you actually like do it the right way, the non-showy way, where you actually do the tuck and the spin like non-simultaneously, the non-teleportation mode. 481 here for Elias. 616 into 19 for Avgeek. $2 Canadian super chat or sticker from Dano. It says, pair character putting his hand in front of his mouth while blushing. Both players are in trouble. And bringing it down, I thought one of them would be having serious difficulty, but they are bringing it down. Kip with the €2 super chat. I'll try spinning. That's a neat trick. All right. Elias setting up for a Tetris. Has to cover that well. The long bar gets in for the Tetris 550. And I think he knows, the situation. Avgeek so far ahead by over 100,000 points. And I think Elias trying to make those points up now while he, sort of before he falls behind too far. But, oh no. Elias going to top out at 554. And Avgeek is going to hold on and stave off the reverse sweep attempt. She was up 2-0. And then Elias came roaring back. Now, of course, those first 2 games were level 18 top outs from Elias. So, maybe Elias was feeling a bit more confident now those last few games. So, Avgeek going to hang on and take this top 16 match in a decider. All right, GG's Elias. Hope to see you again, Avgeek. We'll watch you mulling it out if that's what you want to do. We are going to go ahead and start setting up our next match, though, and it's going to be Scamper versus Bendy. Anyway, if I missed a super chat or support, my apologies. There's a lot going on right now. Didn't quite get the max out, but a valiant effort. All right, Avgeek, stick around. You will be playing the winner of the next match in a moment. Where's my green? There it is. The green. Dano222 with the $20 Canadian super chat says, well, it's a sticker that when I read it here, it says, pair character looking at himself in the mirror saying, thanks for being you. with hearts popping out of his eyes. And that is what it is. He's looking in a hand mirror. It doesn't say hand mirror. I thought it was going to be like a wall mirror, but it's a hand mirror. And that is what it is. All right, fix up some of these cams. Da-da-da. All right. Scamper dressing for the occasion. You'll love to see it. Oh, whoops. I mean, this is what we need to do, guys. CTWC, we need to like establish a new standard, right? We're all dressed formally, shirts and ties. It'll look like a cult, though, wouldn't it? Probably shouldn't do that. Is this the Tetris World Championships? It is. It is not, but it could be. This is Scamper. We'll introduce you to Scamper when we begin our match. Oh, we've got multiple hats. Multiple hats. Kind of like Scamper, actually. Multiple hats. If you can't criticize your leader, you are in a cult. That's right. Well, the cult is as cult does. Is Bendy at Doja's place? Bendy, are you at Doja's also? No, I think Bendy's at Bendy's compound. Which we've seen featured extensively and comprehensively at CTM Cribs. All right, players, Scamper versus Bendy. We're going to go ahead and give you guys some pieces. You can do a couple more warm-ups if you need to, but we're going to look to get started. The hat has to go? Oh, no. You can't hear the commentary with the hat? Oh, no. Are you sure you need to hear the commentary? I mean, it's not one of our better rated features. It is not one of the things that people watch us for. Most people mute it. I'm insufferable. All right. Camera one. There we go. Yeah, it's all sticker descriptions, so don't worry too much about it. It's fine. No, make yourself comfortable. Put yourself in the best possible position for Tetris. No, it is not. This is not hat contest. This is Tetris contest. Put yourself in the best position to play Tetris. All right. Why did you time that? Why did you time that person out? Whoever did that. Is that like just some random friend or something? That's your friend? Yeah, get rid of him. Nobody should have friends in chat. Okay. We got the pieces in. We're going to check them, make sure we're good. Pieces are 5B7, 9C6. Pieces are good. Players are ready. Wow. Classic Tetris Monthly Das Masters Top 16 Scamper versus Bendy. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Mods, keep your eye on Bendy's friends. I don't know if I trust Bendy's friends. I got to be honest. All right, we are underway. Classic Tetris Monthly Das Masters. Three, two, one countdown bits from K9 says, go, Bendy, go. Ayana, of course, saying, Vandy, did you drink any water today? Does Dr. Pepper Zero count as water? All right, on the left side. Anyway, on the left side, it is Scamper qualified into that seed number 7. The Scamper's first Das Masters appearance. He qualified in with a 1.06 million as an average of his best 2 games in a 1-hour qualifying period. From Great Britain with a Das PB, according to the leaderboard anyway, of a 1.21 million. He's got matches in the Tetris community going all the way back to 2019. Played a lot of PAL Tetris back in those days. He's also the organizer of CT Das, and that was a series of Das tournaments. Started in, I want to say, early 2022 or late 2021. Ran a couple of famous Das championships as like test tournaments and then real tournaments. So if you ever see, CT Das test, CT Das real, so forth, those are Scamper's tournaments. 122 for Scamper, 185 for Bendy. Also made a lot of the rules made the rule set for those tournaments. And there are some differences between our rule set and his rule set, but certainly they were useful in informing the way we approach this tournament. So Scamper, really a foundational member of the classic Tetris community, particularly when it comes to Das. Scamper played in silver bracket CTWC in the online years 2020 and 2021. Also was in the top 8 of CTEC back in 2020. That was an online year for them as well. 215 for Scamper, 234 for Bendy. Anyway, Scamper, this is his first match in this tournament, qualifying into that 7 seed. Do not have to play a round 1 or 2 match, so starts off in the top 16. Bendy on the right side qualified in at seed number 23. Took out Rorschach and Meme in the early rounds to make it into the top 16. Qualified in at seed number 23. Got a Das PB of 1.24 million, good for 35th on the overall leaderboard. Was ranked 10th in the most recent Das Premier poll. The first player ever to clear B-type level 19 height 5 with Das. It was in the finals of Das Masters back in January, going out to you-know-who. And also made it into the semis last month and is a former Hopefuls Circuit winner. And took first in CTWC's silver bracket last year. 300,000 for Scamper, 337 for Bendy. All right, little kind of series of delayed burns here for Scamper. Just trying to bring this stack down, keep it manageable, keep that well open, and trying to wait for a well-timed bar, which does not seem to be a thing right now. And there is an ill-timed bar. We're just trying to bring this down. Man, this is tough. That square will get over. Oh, that bar. Okay, and the game just knows exactly what pieces to feed you to maximize discomfort. And this is going to be really tough for Scamper to survive, and that is going to be a top out at 338, and Bendy is good in game number 1. Oh, I guess Dr. Pepper Zero does not count as water. It's like mostly water, Ayana, you know? Well, I can't get up and get it now, but I'll get some before the next match. Thank you. I'm trying to do whatever I can to minimize the noise on this wire, but it's so annoying. Okay. Wardrobe change. All right, we'll run a quick ad while these players change their wardrobes. Whoop says, well, that's so awesome regarding Scamper. I love knowing how structures and systems like this came to be. Yeah, it was a totally, valid approach to a DAS rule set. Absolutely. It was a bit more permissive, I think, a little bit more permissive than mine. In some ways. And mine doesn't even, my rule set doesn't even have a rule set. It's all vibes. It's all vibes. Scamper actually made an effort, and I'm just like, he like an entire document with like what is DAS and what isn't it and all that. And I'm just like, basically the Adam Mountains philosophy. You guys know what DAS is. So the Scamper actually made an effort. Me, I'm just like, yeah, come on. 3B9D82. 3B9D82. Those are the pieces. All right, 3B9D82. Yes, anytime you got B's and 8s in the same one, people get all kinds of confused. All right, we are ready. Game number 2. Bendy up 1 game to none in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. LZISO. Oh, the I ruined it. We needed the T. We were so close, guys. We have or at least I have a long-standing desire to see the game start off with 7 different pieces and to catch it happening. And I haven't done it so far. We've gotten as deep as 6 several times. All right, Scamper is setting up for a dirty Tetris here early on in this game number 2. DAS Masters, of course, a DAS tournament, which is centered around the press and hold play style that was made. Well, not made anyway. It was the default, really, play style for nearly everyone who picked up this game before 2018. Very few exceptions. And of course, tapping and then rolling became the primary, most effective play styles for competitive Tetris. But, there's a rejuvenated interest in playing the DAS play style. It has its own limitations and therefore its own challenges, which a lot of players find, exciting to take on, rewarding to take on. Especially players who become, so good at tapping and rolling. Like there's really kind of 2 primary players, I think, that, there's a line spin for Bendy, that are kind of finding an especially high amount of interest in this is players who, 1, are, like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113 have kind of like conquered to some extent rolling play style and want to have a new challenge. And then players who never were going to take on rolling ever and maybe drifted away from competition because there just wasn't a place for them to be competitive, against everybody. But now there is. So I think it's kind of fun that somebody can come in here as a DAS player and play, against world champion Dog or Alex T and be competitive and have a chance, because most of us will never have a chance playing in an open play style against those players. 204 from Scamper, 262 from Bendy. Whoops asking about the rules. I mean, I guess the primary difference in rules is between my event and Scamper's event. And his approach is totally valid. It's just not what my vision was. 310 here for Bendy, 253 for Scamper. Yeah, I mean, you can sort of define what is possible within the limits of DAS and then be agnostic as to how you achieve it. So, if you were playing DAS, how high could you get a piece over, at various speeds and things like that? And then leave open, how you achieve it, whether through tapping or slow rolling or whatever, that's up to you. But in mine, the idea is you should be playing DAS. But both are totally valid approaches. Just 384 from Scamper, 384 from Bendy, 304 from Scamper. Let me try to close down some things here. I don't know what's happening on my computer right now. It's like everything's slowing down, and I don't have an explanation. Oh, even holding open the YouTube chat is a problem. Just their pop-out chat is slowing my computer down. I don't understand it. Maybe I got to clear my cache. 356 here for Scamper, 453 for Bendy. All right, so Scamper back by about 70,000 here. Gets a Tetris. Bendy going to uncover, get a Tetris over to that right side. Start to reestablish. Nice square for the left for Bendy to build out that stack on the left side. And get Tetris ready again. Long bar over Bendy. Tetris 524. There's one. Scamper 453. All right, some holes in the stack for Bendy. Just 10 lines away from level 19. Bendy is into 19 at 554. And Scamper trying to bring this stack down and just not let it get too high before we get into 19. So this should be dealable with. Okay, that Z gets to the left. Cat Kit 91 has gifted a CTM Throwback Bear coffee mug to the Twitch chat. Use ! join. Thank you, Cat Kit 91. Really appreciate that. Use that ! join to get in on the giveaway. All right, Scamper trying to just kind of down stack here a little bit. All right, you can now access that left side. All right, so this is coming down. 518 for him. Bendy at 675. And Bendy still piling on Tetris, is now up to about 180,000 point lead with 60 lines to go until 29. Of course, for DAS, level 29 is the effective kill screen. And players, can and have eked out additional, kind of single lines for a level or two. But in effect, it's level 29. 745 for Bendy, 589 for Scamper. There's a Tetris Bendy, 776. The long bar over Scamper, 622. He's trying to cut into this lead. He's setting up aggressive. Long bar column 9 has to do it. There's a Tetris Scamper, 653. He's set up again. There's another Tetris Scamper, 685. Bendy, 783. So Scamper has cut it to within about 100,000 points very quickly. There's another Tetris Scamper. And you can see he's, turned on the aggression a little bit, taking slightly riskier setups, trying to avoid taking burns when he can. Bendy set up in column 8 for a Tetris, 855, 752 for Scamper. Tetris Scamper, 788, 889 for Bendy. Bendy not quite Tetris ready. Long bar gets over Scamper, 821, 892 for Bendy. That long bar hang on the left side for Scamper. He avoids covering the right side well. He should be able to access that left side now. And he can't do it. So a super tap. Quick tap. What is a super tap? A quick tap would have been needed to get it over, but he couldn't get the quick tap. So he was kind of within range, maybe, of getting that. So he was not able to get that quick tap to the left. Why would I say that? But anyway, Bendy gonna take this one. He maxes out into 29, and a great match between these two. Scamper knew the situation, how far back he was, and you could see the ramped up level of aggression and additional risk taking that paid off nearly the entire way there. But that hang of the bar. Now, I'm not sure it would have been enough really to catch up with what Bendy's eventual score was. Minimum dash 6 high left was too tough. Yeah, for real. So GG's Scamper on that one. It probably would not have been enough to catch up to where Bendy was, but my word. Jedi Evan thinks he should have gone right with the bar. Well, you'll have to discuss that in Rabbit Hole or in the DAS discussion channel. All right, Bendy's going to go up 2-0 over Scamper. Super tap equals double quick tap. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just having a rough time today. I am a little fatigued. I was at a Renaissance fair yesterday. All right, new pieces for these players. Players, you can warm up a little bit. But the pieces are here when you're ready. Anyway, I had to close one of my YouTube window because it was just slowing my computer down like every time. Anyway, CatKit91, thank you again for gifting that CTM Throwback Bear coffee mug to the chat. And it looks like Parabex was the winner. So thank you, CatKit, and congratulations, Parabex. I just woke up from a 2-hour nap after falling asleep to a CTM match from a year ago. What did I miss? Well, you still got a lot of catching up to do. Oh, exclamation point join is over. Oh, looks like we had a cheer. Did we have a cheer or a super chat? Oh, it looks like a super chat. 2222 Canadian from Dano222 says, "Go Bendy, go." Thank you, Dano. I always think of Paul Dano, right? The brother from Little Miss Sunshine and other movies. But thank you. That's not D-Sider. Where's my... There it is. 919467. All right, both players ready. Game number 3, Bendy and Scamper in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So Scamper up against it, needs to win this one to stay in. Bendy trying to become the second underseed to make it here to the top 8 out of the green bracket. Avgeek is already advanced. And yeah, this is Scamper's first DAS Masters appearance, so we hope to see him in subsequent DAS Masters as well. I don't know if this is a one-time thing or if he's just like, well, let me see what I got, but I don't know. Scamper's playing great. And it's good to see him back playing DAS. 49,000 for Scamper, 68,000 for Bendy. SSJ says, damn, Scamper, save some swag for the rest of us. For real, right? Tetris Scamper 122.97, now 120 for Bendy. Jungle Cook says, so cool to see Johnny Depp playing Tetris. Yeah, I'm into it. I'm like self-conscious. I'm just walking around like a slob. People showing up to Tetris events, dressed nice. Jungle Cook, you're crazy. 215 for Bendy. S flat for him. It's going to allow him very quickly to get set up and do something with these S pieces productive. Tetris Bendy 239. Scamper long bar over Tetris 185. That's it. We all got to wear formal wear to CTWC. I would love for that to happen. I wish that would happen. It would just be weird. Like, you know, you got to do things just because it's weird. Meanwhile, I don't even think I own a tie at this point. Oh, nice adjustment, Scamper. Dirty Tetris 239, 334 for Bendy. Chris Brady was always well dressed at CTWC, says Indie Rocker 81. True. See, now, Indie Rocker, you're somebody we gotta lure back into these competitions. Maybe at least one time. Joey was a perennial semi-finalist back in CTM in the early days, 2018. Vandy only owns bow ties. Yeah, I don't know if a bow tie would be good for me. Kind of a spire here for Scamper that he's trying to burn down 382. Kind of a slowdown here for Bendy, actually. So Scamper has gained ground on Bendy despite the way the board looks right now. So 384 Scamper, 441 for Bendy. I don't know. Bow tie is a little... This might be a bit of a hot take, but I think bow tie is a little bit of an affectation. You know? Like, look at me! You know? Which is fine, but It's a little bit of an affectation. $461 Scamper, $496 Bendy. There's very few people for whom it isn't. Let's put it that way. Tetris Bendy into 19 at 523. Scamper is already here. He's at 488. 8 lines ahead. Can we give Bill Nye an exception? No, he's like the primary exemplar, along with Ken Rosenthal, the MLB player guy. All right, 522 Scamper, 579 Bendy. There's a Tetris Bendy, 612. We're on the green level 21. My second favorite color palette. Tetris Scamper, 578. There's one Bendy, 639. I mean, it looks good, with a tuxedo, but if you're not wearing a tuxedo, then. You know. Wow, Bendy there with the adjustment gets a Tetris 701. Scamper setting up. He's at 641, trying to find a way to get ahead. Needs Bendy to slow down, really, but Bendy just going. Tetris Scamper 674 on 24, 731 for Bendy on 23. Oh, you think I should be in a tux and bow tie for Masters Finals? Oh, my goodness. Or Mega Masters Finals? I don't even own one, dude. 761, 7 Bendy. Nobody needs me going formal. Tetris Bendy, 800. There's one Scamper, 774. Now, Scamper ahead by 8 lines, back by less than a Tetris Vitz for Bendy, but it ends up having to burn something there. I think Scamper aggro long bar set up column 9. He's set up for a Tetris, waiting out a bar. Had a burn he could take and didn't take it. He probably could have taken that burn with the S. Maybe would have held out a few more lines, and that's going to be a top out for Scamper at 783. And Bendy is good and will take this in a sweep against Scamper. Scamper says 0 dash charge, Roman. Yeah, I mean, that is so rough. I thought you were going to take that S over to the right side and take the burn to just knock this down a little bit so you could wait a little bit longer, but that wouldn't have given you a good formation either for that right side because you have no burn. So I didn't. It was really tough. That left side made it very tough. But GG Scamper, awesome to see you back, as I said, and hope to see you back in subsequent ones. I mean, coming in here, finishing seed number 7, you know, with a 1.06, pretty good. Watch Bendy play it out. Try to go for max out here. And there is the max for Bendy. All right, Bendy, hang on, bud. You're going to be playing Avgeek in the next round. It would help if I had been reporting these matches. So it was 3-2 and 3-0. I can't believe I said 3-0. I usually don't like it when people say "oh" instead of 0, but I did it. All right, we'll be back in a moment, and we'll have Avgeek versus Bendy. All right, folks, here's how we got where we are right now. Bendy and Avgeek starting all the way back in round one, bottom half of the tournament, 18 and 23 seeds. Avgeek taking out Knight and Wallbant and Elias. And Bendy taking a Rorschach, Meme, and Scamper. That means we are now here in the top 8. So the winner of this will go to the semifinals. And I think, yeah, this is going to be our first, this will be our first semifinalist to be determined. That's a pretty good path to victory or to whatever, to the top 8 for these two. Not too bad. Shout out to FlexStyle, by the way, for allowing us to use his music for going on 7 years, 8 years. It's a long time. That is a long time. What am I doing, guys? 8 years? 7 years? What am I doing? Oh, my God. But anyway, thanks, FlexStyle. If you want to support FlexStyle, go to flexstyle.bandcamp.com. I think he's got some new releases over there, actually, since the last time I made this or updated this slide, which was like 5 years ago. Might have some new releases. Anyway, go over there and you can actually own music. You can check out anything that's new. And thank you so very much. What's over here? What's it? Oh, CTM merch store, ctm.wtf. Head on over there for your merchandise. What is 4? 4. Yes. What is coming up? This is one that is coming up. CTWC Washington State Regional. Our Borrow is the one who is, I think, overseeing that. So go check out our friend Arbaro. The State Fairgrounds in Puyallup. March 28th through the 30th, wherever that is. Also, check out the Midwest Gaming Classic. They're holding the Midwest Regional. It's going to have Tetris, and Dr. Mario at the Baird Center, Milwaukee, April 4th through 16th. And then, look at this. We're doing them in order. Can you imagine this? We're doing these in actual order. Crazy. Mexico City. If you want to head over, up, down, there, whatever it is, April 26th through the 27th, go see our good friend Poyo. Poyo will be there. And then check out, if you want to, the Classic Tetris Monthly Lone Star Championship. Yeehaw! Whoosh! Austin, Texas, July 25th, 26th, 27th. We'll have Stupid Tetris Monthly Mini Brackets Open Championship and Dash Championship at the Classic Game Fest at the Palmer Events Center. More details coming soon, including a way to try to make this a little more affordable for at least people in the bracket who will probably make the bracket. So there you go. Okay. Let's see. Do we have players now? We have players. Bendy and Avgeek. They already started. So anyway, 5,400 for Avgeek, 69,000 for... I'm just kidding. All right, let's go ahead and get these players pieces. All right, Indie Rocker. No more comp. Oh, my God. Well, what if we have to bring you for the CTM Legacy tournament where we bring back the stars of yesteryear? What about that? Well, you don't have to play against any of these newfangled kids with their S-flats and their 5 belows. What about that? You think about that. What if we have an appearance fee? Okay. Anyway, all right. Let's go ahead and get these players in pieces. All right, 2A2F05, 2A2F05. Let's futz with the cameras a little bit. Who can I play around with here? Bendy. Yeah, there's Bendy. Lining him up. Feeling good. Pow, pow, pow. Oh, he's got that clown pillow there, whatever that is. Hey, a nice clown pillow, dude. Okay. Okay. Seeds are in, I think. 282F05. Both players are ready. It's Avgeek versus Bendy. They are in the top 8. They want to get to the final 4. Am I allowed to say that? Uh-oh, I might be copyright stricken. The last 4. Let's go ahead and count them down. Avgeek, Bendy, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Can I say final 4? I mean, they are. It's just a descriptor, right? They are the final 4 players in the tournament. 3, 2, 1, countdown bits from K9 watching Tetris says, go, Bendy, go. Avgeek rocking and rolling. Bendy got the little beanie propeller hat there. And we're going. On the left side, it is Avgeek. Has had to play 3 matches before this one to make it into the top 8. Qualified in to seed number 18 with a 1.01 average of top 2 games played in an hour. She's got a DAS PB of 1.26 million. That's good for 23rd on the overall PB rankings. And she's ranked 15th on the latest DAS Premier poll. 4th DAS Masters appearance. A former Hopeful Circuit winner. Top 4 in Lone Star DAS 2022. Back when we called it the National DAS Championship, just for why not. It's also top 4 in silver in 2024, 7th in the Jonas Cup. That's CTWC's North American DAS Championship. And played in 2023 and 2022, making it into the top 16 of silver. So that is Avgeek. On the right side, seed number 23, Bendy. 165 here for Avgeek, 145 for Bendy. Avgeek gets a Tetris. Bendy qualifying in at 992. Also had to play in round number 1. And is a win away from getting to the top 4. The DAS PB of 1.24 million. That's 35th on the PB leaderboard. Ranked 10th in the most recent DAS Premier poll. Was in the finals of this event back in January. The semifinals last month. Is a former Hopeful Circuit winner back in 2023. And was the winner of the silver bracket in CTWC in 2024. Bendy also the first player ever. Think about this. We've all played B-Type, right? We've probably all played DAS. Bendy was the first player ever to clear level 19 speed, height 5 in B-Type with DAS. You know, after how long has that game been, released? 1989. Bendy did this a couple years ago. Crazy. 292 Avgeek, 251 for Bendy. Kat Kunoichi says, I didn't even know that could be done. Well, now you know that it can be done, and it was done. And then you're watching a match with the person who did it. See, that's why we got to bring you the facts, right? That's why we repeat our facts and our whatever every single broadcast. People got to know this stuff. 343 for Avgeek, 300 for Bendy. What if you made a really large electric version of the hat so you could just fly away when you win the match? I think people are working on that. That does sound like a Mark Rober kind of video. Or like stuff made here. And I'm sure someone here must follow one or both of those people. 373 for Avgeek, 345 for Bendy. All right, Bendy thought about adjustments there, but ultimately just stayed where the line was. Put it there. Tetris for Bendy. 395, 400 for Avgeek. Anyway, this is DAS Masters. A pretty good DAS tournament. Prize pool currently stands right now at $669.69. If you want to make that prize pool get larger, that's up to you, the viewers. There's no sponsors. I'm not, independently wealthy billionaire running a tournament as a thing. Oh, Bendy gonna miss the Buko spin. So Bendy wanted one of his own after seeing Avgeek hit one in the previous match. 492 Avgeek, 449 for Bendy. Tetris Avgeek 564 into 19, so a good healthy 19 transition for Avgeek. 481 for Bendy, still 5 lines to go. There's a Tetris Bendy, and he's just going to take a single into 19, not going to force anything. So Avgeek with the advantage at transition. Bendy 531, 590 for Avgeek. The AV stands for aviation, so it really should be Avgeek or Avgeek or whatever, but I say Avgeek. And she hasn't corrected me yet, so I'm going to keep saying it. There's a Tetris Avgeek 629, 582 for Bendy. Silver Sauce is here. Tetris Avgeek 658. Bendy back by 47,000 points in about 4 lines. This is a good real lead for Avgeek. Bendy with holes and across multiple rows and columns. It's going to slow him down a bit, but Avgeek is clean and clear and getting Tetris's 721. Other Tetris Avgeek 751, so she's starting to pull away a little bit. Long bar gets over for Bendy, 663. That's, I think, a triple maybe. I just caught myself hovering my finger over the C key, so a bad habit. I don't know why I do that. All right, there's a nice Tetris Bendy, 706. There's one Avgeek, but Bendy is back by 2 lines and, about 135,000 points. Bendy, of course, a former finalist in this event back in January, semi-finalist in February, so he's been here before. Trying to go that one extra step. Tetris Avgeek 916. There's a dirty Tetris Bendy 794. So Avgeek with the max out on level 28. Bendy with only 11 lines to go until 29. Really not going to be in a position to chase this down. Avgeek so far ahead. So she's going to try to finish this out with a 1.1 and gets it. Bendy just going to try to look to add whatever pieces he can in the time that he has. So that's going to be a B33 for Avgeek. Bendy Trying to put, oh, gets a level 30. So Bendy going to get that level 30. Avgeek with the 1.1. We'll see if that was all DAS compliant. I'm sure it was. Doesn't matter. Avgeek takes game number 1. Bendy says that was like 570 post. Yeah, that was a higher post than the transition. Like 560 transition, 570 post, something like that. Joey, these players are too good nowadays. They're too good. All right, let's get these players some new pieces. All right, players going to take a little bit of break. I'll run it out on Twitch. Anyone else having corned beef and cabbage today? Just curious. Is like Sue's favorite thing for St. Patrick's Day. I'm just, I like it. It's good, but I'm just skeptical of boiling beef. Seems weird. Well, there's so many other things you could do with it. Gonna boil it? All right, the pieces are, whoops. Pieces are here. It's not but it's not stewing it though. You're not stewing it, you're literally boiling it. Like a stew is a braise, right? Braising it in a stock of some sort. This is just, beef and water. Crazy. All right, 16600E. Okay, both players are ready. Game number 2. Avgeek and Bendy, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Sebi, don't ask questions no one can answer. I don't want to think about it. It's probably okay. But you should be dassing over to the place you want, but there's such thing as an emergency tap that isn't like hyper tapping, but I don't want to think about that. Sebi, in the end, this tournament cannot stand up to any scrutiny whatsoever. All right, Tetris for Bendy, 51,000, 53,000 for Avgeek. Yeah, just play DAS. That's all. Just play DAS. That's right. That's exactly right. Everybody knows what DAS is. Although, the more we play, the more we find out that nobody knows what it is. Tetris Avgeek 123, 64,000 for Bendy. Longbar gets over Tetris for him, 87,000. Tetris Bendy 134. Avgeek waiting out the bar. There's the bar. There's the Tetris Avgeek 196. Bendy Tetris 158. Has anyone else? That's a good question for chat. Has any Super Kai on YouTube says, has anyone else completed level 19.5 with DAS? Good question. Chat historians, what is the answer? All right, Bendy throwing his hands up in the air. Hana says no one else has. I would take Hana's word for it. And really, why would you? You know? Why would you even want to do that in the first place? You know? No, it's good. All right, Tetris Avgeek 358. A little bit of a suffer game here for Bendy, 223 through 77. It's only slightly more than half pace you'd like to be on at this point. Meanwhile, Avgeek continuing to just smush in some Tetrises here, 383. All right, waiting. Getting droughted a little. Bendy getting up a little bit high on the board. And, oh, it's tough. Oh, flinging that piece over to the left. This is so hard. $259. Bendy gonna sort of quick tap that Z over to the left. And the quick tap on full display. And there's a dirty Tetris Bendy. Oh my word. And that is a crazy, crazy dig for Bendy. Just, oh, whoa. The adjustment here, that is absolutely crazy. 315 here for Bendy after some just bonkers survival. Now just 6 lines away, though, from level 19. The speed is about to increase. 100 bits from K9 watching Tetris says, go Bendy, go. Avgeek 6 lines away. 2 Tetrises potentially. There's one, 554. Sebi says, why does almost every DAS player do the quick tap jolt? We'll see if Bendy gets out of this here. That left side, what can he get over? I mean, that nothing. Bendy can't survive that. It's gonna be a top out for Bendy at 367, and Avgeek was in the process of topping out as well. So she's lucky. Well, not lucky, but she's very skilled that she got, such a big lead. And that is going to be a top out for both of them. Avgeek, though, will take it. 2-0. Anyway, why does almost every DAS player do the quick tap jolt? Like, is it some timing? You don't have to move your whole body for it. I mean, try it. Have you ever tried it? Like, try it. Try to do it. Try to do it without moving your body. Like, literally, even if you don't have a controller, just try to hold it down. You know, press your finger on the table and then try to tap it really quickly without doing it. You know, try to do it. It's not, you're going to move your body when you do it. I don't know. CF5C04, CF5C04. Now, if we had a budget, we would totally bring on like a physiologist, a kinesiologist of some sort or whatever. And we would ask, some anatomist. Now, why do you have to do that? And they would be able to tell you. Some sports physiologist. We have no budget for that. 1,000 bits from K9 Watching Tetris says, you got this, Bendy. Thank you so much, K9 Watching Tetris, for the 1,000 encouragement bits. The pieces are here, my friends. Be good if we can get some mods in chat to pin them if they're able to, but that's fine. I'll handle it. Do 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 do. I don't think I have. Okay. Looks like both players are ready. Let me go ahead and just check the seeds. Make sure we're good. CF5, CO4, CF5. Okay, we are good. Let's get them counted down. Avgeek looking to wrap this up right now. Bendy back against the wall. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Mr. Brain says, I used to sort of kick backwards when I played Arkanoid, and the ball hit off one of those floating things really low, and I had to react quickly. I actually would kick people standing behind me. Oh, my word. Oh, the key tuck from Avgeek Kingsman loves it. Tetris Avgeek 118. There's one Bendy 117. So just about tied. Bendy needs to win this one to stay in the tournament. He's been in at least the top 4 the last 2 months. Sebi in chat says, I do dash with a tapping grip and tapping with a dash grip. Am I weird? Yes, but I mean, not for that reason. No, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, people have a lot of different grips. Things that are comfortable for them and not. I mean, look at Fractal's grip, right? For DAS anyway. Tetris Avgeek 201, 184 for Bendy. Oh, that's an interesting fact. Here, 293 for Avgeek, Tetris 315. There's one Bendy 270. Mr. Brain says the guy who officially had the Arkanoid record that time is Zach Hampel, and that's a name that I did recognize without reading the rest. But Says, who is the guy who has the world record for catching balls at MLB games? So yeah, like catching like home run balls and foul balls in the stands at live baseball games, which is crazy. Although to be fair, like I don't know, it's great that he has that record, but whenever you see the coverage of that guy, he kind of comes across as like I don't know, maybe a little over aggro, which I guess you got to be, but maybe at like other people's expense, right? At these games, trying to get these balls. Avgeek's board starting to climb. And a couple of bars to that left is going to help her out a bit now. See what you can get over to the left side. It's going to be... No, that's not going to be anything. The top out at 354. The target for Bendy is 355. 355. And there's a Tetris, and Bendy is good in game number 3. All right, new pieces for the players. 556538. 556538 players. All right, looks like both players are on seed. How was the Ren fair? Yeah, it was fine. It was what you would expect. It's a good. I like that it's shaded. I don't know if it could last in Texas unless it were shaded. All right, let's get both players started. They're both ready. Avgeek up 2-1. Bendy looking to win this one to force a deciding game number 5 in 3-2-1 Tetris. I was at the Sherwood Forest Fair yesterday. In McDade County in Texas. It was good. I'm not a person that goes out for a fair though, like dressing up for the fair and I don't know. I'm just kind of like But I wish I had that personality that would do that, you know? I wish that I would do that. But I can't quite get there. But I'm definitely in the minority there. I mean, the majority of people, I'd say good 75 to 80% of people were dressed up to go there. So that does make it fun. I guess I didn't contribute at all to the fun. I'm just like, oh, dopey guy in pants, you know? Tetris for Avgeek 93,000. There's the Vits for Avgeek. Waiting out a bar here. And gets a little bit trolled there because second she blocked it well, the bar comes, of course. All right, just waiting for a well-timed bar. 102 for Avgeek, 140 for Bendy. Little bit droughted here. Finally, long bar, Avgeek 126. 140 for Bendy. All right, Tetris AV Geek 154. Bendy's board starting to get a little bit concerning, so able to bring this down, though. Trying to avoid putting some weight over that gap and ends up putting maybe more than he would have otherwise. So, okay, he's going to uncover that little L dependency in the middle of the stack. Chucks a long bar in there. One piece away now from uncovering. Uncovers the well, Bendy. Long bar gets over, so the board has come back down. 179 for him, 223 for AV Geek. The lines are just about the same. AV Geek up by about 19,000 points. What happens when there is a draw in NES Tetris? We just play another game. Neither player gets a point. It's crazy because I don't know, has that ever happened, you know, like in a high level competition? Like, I don't know. I mean, I've never heard of it. And yet that question comes up, you know, several times a month. Happened in the Challengers finals with Cole and Somalia. When was that? I didn't know that. Or semis. There's a Tetris Bendy 260. Yeah, Dex says it happened in Challengers. Yeah, it did. Oh, that's right. It did happen in Stupid Tetris Monthly. Which makes sense. Was that in the Min-Out one? Yeah, they just repeat the game. They just get a new... It's a new game. CTWC 2018, no next box. Someone is saying. Puzzler 36. 291 Bendy, 326 for AV Geek. But yeah, people ask that question all the time. It's if, you know, it happens a lot. What if it was just a, like, we could have a, you know, we could have a procedure. We don't, the procedure right now is just replay a new game. But what if it was like, what if we just said do a Faster Masters game? Or just a 19 start or something. $421 for AV Geek, 367 for Bendy. Just a few lines away from that 19 transition. Just about to head into 19. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Van Dweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day. We are into level 20. AV Geek is at 542. Bendy at 447. Bendy uses that bar to keep that right side open. Yeah, it's not going to get over, so he's going to have to burn this away. He is very dependent right here. Oh, my word. How is he going to keep this open? Long bar gets over, and the survival again for Bendy is just crazy. 485 for Bendy. There's a Tetris AV Geek 625. And Bendy has brought this board back down. It is now Tetris ready again. Long bar gets over Tetris Bendy 520. But he is back by 134,000 points. About 65 lines away from the kill screen. And, you know, Tetris is on level 24, going to be worth about 30,000 points. That gives you a sense of the difference here. Maybe about 3.5 Tetris is behind, but also a little bit ahead in lines as well. So you got when you get in this kind of situation, you got to ask yourself, where am I going to get just as many Tetrises as my opponent plus 3, right? And how early are you asking yourself that question? Those are the kind of things that have to go through your head when you're playing a critical game. 647 for Bendy. There's a triple down that right side. All right, there's a Tetris Bendy. You're just going to have to take some burns here. And Avgeek not really slowing down at all. 825 for her, 692 for Bendy. And Bendy here can kind of see what's happening. Just 24 lines to go. And where is he going to make up, 200,000 points in that time? That is so hard. And Bendy going to top out at 698. And Avgeek will be moving on to the semifinals in a 3-1 victory over Bendy. So Avgeek looking for one more Tetris to cap this off with a max out. And there is the Tetris for the max out. One line to go. Could you get one more just for funsies? Feel free to just do a line spin too. That's fine. Nope. Okay, that's going to do it. Avgeek will be moving on. That is your winner. Bracket winner. Can you imagine being a bracket winner? I can't. I've never done anything good in my entire life. I've never won anything. And yet, here's somebody winning the bracket. So Avgeek will be moving on. Let's go ahead and get this reported to the proper authorities of Tetris. And we'll take a look now at the path that Avgeek took to get to these semis. I mean, starting off, round 1, Knight, Wallbant, Elias, and Bendy. And is now in the semifinals. So look at that. What are you saying line spin was not possible there? Line spin was totally possible there. What are you talking about? Column 9 was one block too high for it? Not the first one. There was a notch there and there was plenty of room. It was like wide open. 18th seed. Oh yeah, that is a thing, isn't it? Avgeek was 18th seed, and then I think the previous month. Oh, that would be good to get a previous month thing here. Previous month, 18th seed. Well, maybe it wasn't the previous month, but there was somebody who came in from the 18th seed. Was it January? Was it Leo? Yeah, Leo came in 18th seed in January. And then I think also in October, right? Well, I don't know. I don't know why that's not coming up. All right. Anyway. Yeah, Leo. Yeah, there was an earlier opportunity. Anyway, all right. Well, we're making progress here in our brackets. Green has been determined. We've got a semifinalist, Avgeek, amazing. Our next stream, at least the one that's scheduled for now, is tomorrow. Basically 24 hours from right now. All right, we'll call it 23 hours and 45 minutes from now. Monday, it's going to be our Masters Red Top 16. Don't miss this one. This one is crazy. This is going to be Fractal versus Doogie and Dog versus Dangler. and the winner versus the winner. Remember, Fractal and Dog are each going for, the record for most number of main events, CTM events won, top level events. And let's see, where's the thing? Where's my stupid thing? I don't know where my thing went. DAS poll schedule. Where is my stupid slide? Well, I gotta fix my scene here. But anyway, where is it? It's somewhere. My all-time. There it is. Dog and Fractal are tied for 9. So if either one of them can make it into the semifinals, they'll have a really good shot at going for number 10 and be the second ever double-digit winner. So they're looking for a shot. Unfortunately, only one of them can make it into those semis, so that is going to be a thing. Okay, thanks to everybody. I mean, there's so many supporters this stream. There's a lot. I'm glad I have this little credits slide somewhere. Where is that? Is that this? It's this. Here, we'll have to let it start over. I want to refresh it. Ready? Start over. All right. New followers. One-Legged Kangaroo. New followers on YouTube. Fizmoid and Blorfy. Twitch resubs. Elazawa. YouTube memberships. These are all memberships that were gifted, I think almost all of them, by Dano, a.k.a. Don't Tell Anyone. K9 watching Tetris. And bits came from K9 and Agent Musterman. Tons of super chats. Very generous from Kipteron and Dano and Mr. Brain. So thank you all for those bits of support. We also had a contribution in the prize pool, which was substantial. That was a $500 contribution into the prize pool from Scott Gray. We're now over 50% of the way there. So thank you to Scott Gray. I believe we also had some gifted merch into the chat. One from CatKit91. And we might have had one other. And if I missed it, I apologize. I think that might have been the only one. No, that was Cox Danny J. Cox Danny J. What? Did I say that? No, I didn't say that. So a ton of support. Thank you, everybody. I got to be honest, it really goes a long way. We're trying to get to the point where we can, I don't know, prove that streaming and organizing Tetris tournaments and going full time with it is viable. Right now we're almost at minimum wage. It's amazing. Before expenses anyway. So we're getting there, and I'm just trying to prove that this is possible. And who knows, maybe others can follow in the footsteps here and try to make a go of it. But anyway, thanks to all of you for helping to make this happen. I think I thanked everyone except our patrons, who I want to thank. Of course, our sticker and double sticker club level members, community level members, Mega Master, Scott Gray, Jay in the Window, K9 watching Tetris, Tactorus, Corporal 381, and shall be at the Masters level, bracket sponsor level, Troy Dan, Kim M, Rogue Potato, Cat 91, and Mick Monkey. Thank you all so much. Appreciate that. Okay. I have to go into YouTube now and dismiss you, because if I don't, it'll just stay streaming forever, because YouTube is a little messy when it comes to this. Thank you, YouTube. See you tomorrow, 24 hours. Take care. Bye-bye. And Twitch, again, thanks very much. We'll go ahead and find a place